I wanted to incorporate water for this reading porque I've been working on some creative prompts. I got a book the beginning of the year that I've been when I sit down with my abuelis porque a ella le gusta pintar. So we do like coloring hours cuando estoy con ella. Ahí me la paso pintando con ella. So I have like a little creative prompt book that I do with her, which is so fun. But I also use a filter in una de las aplicaciones that like kind of random like gives you a random prompt to sketch. Y en estos días me salió un pescado, me salió a fish. So this was the first time I took the actual like I guess digital or like drawing sketch and actually put it on canvas. Y en estos días fui a la tienda y encontré this 2x2 canvas y así me quedó el pescadito. Qué lindo, ¿cierto? Mira. So cute. I want to put up the original one, como me quedó on the phone, versus this acrylic. I worked on it on the 13th. It's a purple tank fish. It's so cute, todo hermoso. Entonces, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to incorporate water. Let's add the water element to this reading. And mira, justamente ahorita empezó a llover, which I love. It's been really hot. So, water, we definitely need the water. So, I'm going to put this over here. Let me set up here. Las velitas. So, I like to work with candles. And the fire element, but we're incorporating el agua hoy porque nos salió el pescadito. So, to like, ¿cómo se te va acá? Let me figure this out. So I hope everybody's doing well, que les está yendo bien. Oh no. I hope most of you are doing well. Let me figure out how I'm gonna prop this pescadito here. Yep. I think this should be good. Okay. So today is a full moon in not full moon. I keep saying full moon. A new moon in Gemini. En Géminis está la nueva luna. Okay. Está lloviendo. Vamos a sacar a sentir un poquito las energías. There's been a lot of like really good positive energy up in the air, but I kind of want to see like what our guides have, what messaging, what advice the collective needs to know right now. So I have a few decks here. I'm gonna kind of feel it out and see what I'm gonna pull out. And yeah, vamos a ver qué nos quiere salir. Vamos a prender el palo santo a limpiar las energías. Oh, wow. Hopefully no se va la luz. Hoy temprano se fue la luz un rato. So, que no se vaya la luz porque me quedo yo sin luz acá. All right, I'm always calling on our guides, spirit guides of the highest love, highest light, highest good. For me, for the collective, thank you for your divine protection, for always watching over us, for keeping us safe. Last reading, the full moon, nos salió this one, seek healing. So I hope everybody's been doing, their inner work in regards to healing, whatever that might mean to you. It's different to everybody. Pero vamos a ver, ¿qué nos quiere salir hoy? ¿Qué mensaje nos quiere salir hoy? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y no sé si lo dije. For our guys of highs, love highs, like highs, good. Siempre. Who are calling on patience came out and communicate. So I'll go con being patient out there for some of you in regards to whatever you got going on. Face your fears and self-regulate. Alright, una carta por favor. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What does the collective need to know today? I think I'm gonna... This one wanted to jump up, but I was gonna say, like, lower the lights a little. Yay. Ooh, that feels nice. It's too bright. Alright, patience. Oh my goodness. Okay, patience wanted to jump out. Seek healing's back. So I'm gonna take it. Because the fact that I'm shuffling and it came out with healing card again. La parte de abajo. So there's definitely something here. Patience. Moon cycles. ¿Qué dice for this patience? Uf, esa paciencia. Les cuento que no es fácil. But man, sometimes you really just do need that time to process things and think things through. Porque, yo no sé, a veces esas situaciones, you're presented with a situation that you kind of want to go, 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 and you don't even take the freaking 5 minutes to sit with yourself and kind of really think things through. Or you do think things through and you don't listen to your intuition, and then, Dios mío, they don't turn out the way they should. Oh my gosh, it's kind of like this whole thing. So, vamos a ver qué dice la carta in regards to patience. Paciencia, Steph. Paciencia, collective. Moon cycles. Let me see. 58. Vamos a ver qué dice acá. This card urges you to trust in divine timing. In ancient times, women and men were more attuned to the fact that life goes in cycles, just like the moon. We know this because the first record lunar calendars date back at least as far as the Stone Age. Divine timing. I know a lot of people don't like to hear it. It's like, when? Divine timing, the divine knows. It served these women and men to know which moon phase they were in, just as it serves you to know which life phase you're in. As you go through whatever you're going through right now, as you experience whatever has prompted you to ask this question, you impatiently await the next developments, Remember that life goes in cycles. And just as you can't hurry up the moon, you can't speed up the process you need to go through now. Damn, you cannot speed up the process. You need to feel all your feelings and learn your soul lessons as you go through whatever you're encountering. Patience is called for, but you'll more likely than get to where you want to go. It's not easy to wait. It's definitely not easy. Let me tell you. That's why breathing is so important. Just, taking it one moment at a time, one day at a time, just 1 hour at a time. Porque it can be a lot. It's not easy to wait, but sometimes instant gratification leads only to short-term gains. Oye, de verdad, y hoy en día, oh my gosh, I just noticed, wait, hold on. This is crazy. I have another deck right here. Look at the card that's underneath. What the heck? Patience. Oh my God, this patience is really talking to the collective right now. Some of you out there really need to calm it down, okay? Do not rush into things that you're not supposed to, okay? Don't. Really think things through so you don't do something and then regret it. Porque I don't know, maybe waiting a little, um, waiting de pronto like will no de pronto, but like I don't know, sometimes like not rushing into things and like kind of waiting, being patient with whatever situation you're going through is better for you emotionally, spiritually, energetically in the long run. Because you learn to kind of like tune into yourself, to your alignment, to what you got going on for yourself, okay? And you're not rushing into things. I gotta read this card because the fact that patience was underneath, like right here, acá, porque acá tengo all the decks out. Oh my gosh, what are the... Let's finish here. Yeah, que dice esa carta. I guess I'm gonna have to use that deck. So instant gratification nowadays, todo mundo, everybody wants everything yesterday. Everybody wants everything, mejor dicho, a week ago, a month ago, a year ago. And it only leads to short-term gains. Be persistent, this too shall pass, just like the moon. We all go through phases. Slow down. There's a natural cycle that needs to unfold. About the symbol, the moon's always whole, even if you can't see the whole of her. This relates to the likelihood that the answers you seek are coming, even if you can't hear them yet. Patience. And I love that, like, me salió el pescadito en estos días porque, like, a mí me fascina just the water has such, like, healing elements to it. Like, just going in there under the sun and just kind of just being and floating. A mí me fascina eso, just flotar. Flotar en el agua, en el mar. Me fascina. Oh, there's something so como que it like regenerates you so freaking much. And water does have a lot of healing properties. And you're like not grounding, but in a way you are like through water. Well, what would that be called? Because you're not grounding, you're floating, but you're still connected to Earth, to Mother Gaia. You're out there being one with her, with the planet, right? Maybe that's significant to someone out there if you're feeling really stressed out or um No, say you're like your timing's off or you're feeling very overwhelmed. Maybe look into meditating by the water, going into the water, meditating in the water. Just taking time to yourself and going out there and kind of just being one with the water, with the waves, with Mother Gaia, right? Because it's definitely a form of healing. Y no sé, de pronto por eso el pescadito, like, just, even the candles here, like, they're so, están todas calmaditas, está lloviendo afuera, oh my gosh, how beautiful. All right, let me read. ¿Qué dice this patience card? I did not set this up. I did not. You saw me shuffle. Patience came out, and then what are the odds that this one's at the bottom? So let's see what this patient card says here. I really love the imagery of this one here. Alright, what number is this? Temperance. Oh, dang. Alright, Temperance wanted to come out. Patience. ¿Qué dice este? Alright. This card signifies the need for patience, self-control, adjustment, moderations, and balance when dealing with others as well as yourself. That's a thing too, porque like muchas veces you are dealing with other people, but we forget about ourselves. Like we put everyone first, and then hello, what about us? What about what we need? What about us? So self-control, adjustment, and moderation in regards to balancing yourself is very important for some of you out there. This could be in areas of how you think and work and how you handle school, recreation, the people in your life, or the spiritual path that's set before you. Some of you are looking more into your spiritual path. I'm so excited if you are, for you. Congrats. It's not an easy, I don't think it's easy. Like, muchas cosas, it requires a lot of work and a lot of patience. But it's really, if you are beginning it, be patient with yourself, and I am so happy for you. Porque uno de verdad aprende muchas cosas, no solo de uno mismo, pero de like your surroundings and everything that's kind of like alrededor de uno. As a soul, you have more than one aspect of yourself to draw on for support. It's all about integration and learning to blend and balance both the physical and the spiritual. You're an ethereal being in a physical body, enjoying a human experience. Yeah. Therefore, since you're both, you should honor all of you. You should honor all of you. Oh, I love that. If you go through life denying yourself the joy of combining these aspects, you're missing out on so much of what the world has to offer. Why accept a life that's half lived? Dang. Yeah. So remembering that, like, we are a human in a physical body that is living both physical and spiritual, having a physical and a spiritual experience, and learning how to balance that in itself. Man, and that makes so much sense why it's like, and how beautiful that it was like on top of like seek healing. So maybe that's something that some of you out there in the collective is missing, kind of like working on balancing the physical aspects and the spiritual aspects of your experience, your human experience. Learning how to balance that out, looking into balancing that out. The patient card reminds you to open your heart and your mind and allow yourself to listen to other people's ideas, thoughts, and perspectives. Yeah, don't be so close-minded, okay? Everybody wants to be right. Todo el mundo tiene la razón. Todo el mundo knows what they're talking about. Todo el mundo is this way or a highway. Todo el mundo is my way or no way. Like, just being open to what other people have to say, their ideas, their perspectives, and not being so like ugh about it, because there's a lot of ugh people out there that are like stuck in their ways. They're stuck in their ways, and it's kind of like, hello, oh, people here on this planet having a human experience as well, and it has been completely different than yours. Okay, so their outlook, their perspective, it's not the same. Their journey hasn't been the same. So you can't expect them to think, react the same way you do. Like, it doesn't make sense. So being open to listening to other people's ideas, super importante out there. Blissful harmony can be achieved when everyone learns to work as one, all benefit. Listening, sharing, and reaching out will help you renew your faith in yourself and humankind. Oh my gosh, which we really freaking need. Because what the hell is happening out there? What is going on? It is. Oh. It can be a lot. It can be a freaking lot. Like, cuando uno en realidad ya ve las cosas, and like, it's kind of like, god dang, like, there's some gente, like, just out there that are like horrible. Oh my gosh, the thunder. Horrible, horrible people. Horrible, disgusting, like, oh my god. That don't care about anyone else, right? But themselves. I mean, allá ellos. Good luck to them, you know? But like, la gente that do care or are learning to care, porque, you know, I mean, not everybody's born, or I don't know, in regards to empathy, like gente that are more empathetic than others. Que hay gente que como que siente las cosas más que otra gente. But just kind of like taking it and just starting off with, you know, let me just sit back and listen. I think listening should be the first step. Okay? Just sitting back and being like, let me take a step back and hear them out. Whatever they want me to say. And okay, you might not agree with them, but just be mindful of your reactions and not like, Dios mío, atacar a la gente así. Like, it's okay to have a fucking, excuse me. It's okay to have a dialogue with people, okay? Share ideas and perspectives. And learn. Eso es lo más bonito, poder aprender de otra gente. Because other people can teach you. And other people, you know, you can learn from other people. Y eso es tan bonito. Tener this, like, esta oportunidad que tenemos de estar acá hoy en este momento, like here, right? To be here. And have the opportunity to, like, compartir con otra gente y poder aprender. And learn from them. And take something away from them that can help you in your spiritual, in your life, in your journey, in your path. Eso es algo tan bonito, y yo no sé la gente por qué son tan... Y no son todos. Pero they do like to glorify, they do like to push out lo negativo. So just be mindful of what you're watching, what you're listening to. Because a lot of this is just to drain your energy and keep you from evolving as as creators, as spiritual beings, or whatever. It's to kind of like keep you stuck, not evolve your mind, not like evolve like esos pensamientos encyclic, no sé, como otras verdades than like the ones you know, other truths than the ones you've been told or you grew up with or have been indoctrinated, like like so listening, sharing, and reaching out will help you renew your faith in yourself and in humankind. You'll become more aware of the miracles around you, as well as the ones that you have a hand in creating. Which that's what we're here to do. We're here to freaking create. So dang, patience. Remembering that you are a spiritual being, a human being in a physical body, having a physical and a spiritual experience and learning how to balance that out. Super importante for, I guess, healing is still very big for the collective right now porque esta carta just wanted to pop out. So, patience, people. We need patience. Now, I've been holding off on this doubt oracle I got. But since I introduced like a new element, y acá muestran like un montón de elementos, I kind of want to pull a card and see what comes out. Me ha gustado el deck. I've used it a few times. I haven't used it for like a collective reading, a general reading. Yeah, pero me gustaría ver any other advice that our guides might wanna. Man, how nice that the patient card came out. Paciencia. Paciencia. Mindful con este pelo porque la vez pasada this mic and me don't get along. We really don't. A veces funciona, a veces no. Ay. A veces funciona, a veces no. So, can we get one card for the collective? One card for one advice? What other advice do you have for the collective? Okay. Oh my gosh! I love it! Oh, guys, look at this! How freaking beautiful! Pescaditos! Little fishies! I cannot make this up. How does that happen? How? We have little fishes. How does that happen? Qué bonito. It says holding together, union, solidarity, membership, teamwork, participation, and making a choice. Qué bonito! Oh my gosh! I love when stuff like this happens because it's like, how? How? Coincidence, synchronicity, like what? What? Omar, ¿qué dice? Oh my gosh, pescaditos! I love it. Ah, look at the artwork. How freaking cute. Oh my gosh. Me emociona cuando cosas así pasan. That's all it takes. That's it. Holding together. 68. Vamos a ver qué dice el 68. Oh, this is a long read. Wait. How do I? Es que este libro is like way bigger. I want to be able to read it. Hold on. Let's put the. Oh my gosh! And we made salt water here. We were just talking about the ocean. And some of you guys really need to go out there and just flotar. Se meten al mar y se tiran y just clear your mind, okay? Take it easy. Breathe a little. Dice, the time of holding together supports all efforts that need harmonious and integrated cooperation with others. The only requirement is that each individual's commitment and involvement should be matched in intensity by everyone participating in the endeavor. Much more is possible with individual difference. Take a back seat to the overriding goal of maintaining harmony. Did you guys hear the train horn? The train just went off. So, although some things may feel restrictive to individual personalities, ultimately everyone is benefited when the me first ego isn't indulged, which we're just talking about con esta carta acá, this patient card right here. Kind of like taking a seat back, kind of pulling back and just hearing other people out. It's not about you, always about you. Like, the heck? There's an intangible energy that attracts and bonds otherwise separate parts into a singular functioning or oneness of purpose. In human terms, it is evidence in friendliness, coworkers that qualifies the qualities of brotherhood and sisterhood or community spirit. It's the invisible glue that creates a heartfelt connection through a shared vision and a common experience. This quality can manifest in any spheres of activity, work, play, or the spiritual life of a community. Wow, the spiritual life of a community. Interesting. Interesting. In order to fully take advantage of their time spent together, each member of the group must be willing to share responsibility and perform their part of task at hand. The ideal is to find the knack of moving in complete accord with one another like a school of fish. Huh. As though of one body and one mind. Interesting. And when I was doing research on this purple tang, they do así andan en grupo. En grupo se mantienen. A genuine spirit of goodwill towards one another overrides the glitches and the uncertainties of any group effort, will strengthen the connections among all members. A group that acts in such an all-encompassing unity can withstand any adversary that would otherwise create difficulties for an individual. It goes without saying that heartfelt bonding between people is not only empowering of the entire relationship, but of each partner as well. Keep in mind that any truly alive alliance must have an inspiring nucleus at its core that serves as a certain point for integrating and unifying the group. If others have been gathering around you for guidance, be generous, receive them respectfully, and offer what you can, sincerely. If it is natural, if it has naturally come about that you're playing a more central role in the group venture, you're there because you are meant to be. You're there because you're meant to be. We all have unique medio nace, medio sé. Y me da risa porque, like, since I started doing, like, these collective readings, me ha tocado leer más. And it, like, takes me back to school when I used to hate when they had us reading out loud. I hated it. Oh, I hated it porque, like, with my Spanish, my Spanglish, I'm like, first of all, me da pena porque no sabía bien el inglés, okay? Entonces it was horrible. I used to hate it when they made us read out loud because I had my accent. I couldn't pronounce the words. And it's kind of like, ugh. I hated that. No me gustaba when they did, like, the, like, read circles. But it's so necessary. It is so necessary for, like, hoy en día que los niños sigan leyendo y que lean. It is necessary. Y que lean de los libros. Okay, no todo puede ser de un teléfono. No es la misma experiencia leer de un libro al teléfono. No es lo mismo. Pero eso de reading out loud, a mí me cansa. So props to the people that, like, lo hacen profesionalmente en ese sentido que son. Pero a ver, medio sé. Water break, hydration break. For me too over here. All right, let me see what else we have here. We all have unique me puse a pensar en algo. ¡Ay! Me dio un calor. Porque no puedo. We all have a unique capacities. And for why me entró unos nervios. I need to calm down. No sé por qué, pero I need to calm down. I felt like a shift in the energy. And I know you're like, what? No sé cómo explicarlo. I don't know if some people out there feel it or don't know what the heck I'm talking about. But let me just a little. Me risa porque yo no sabía, like, some of these readers que hacen trabajo así, cosas así, cuando están leyendo, sienten cosas, like their throat gets attacked, they start coughing, they start feeling things, they start hearing things. Y me dio como un, no sé por qué, maybe energies out there don't want me saying some of the things that I'm reading because we're talking about collective, which I love this. And we're talking about leadership right here, which is a theme that has come up before for our collective readings. So we all have unique capacities, and for some, there is a potential for leadership. Although few ever actualize it, it may be that you're one of those few. Don't shy away from the opportunity if it arises, for it's in sync with the Tao, and you will be supported as it's needed. The ability to guide others requires attentiveness to the unique needs of each individual. Leaders who are devoted to empowering others readily share their capacity for decisiveness, personal resolve, and uncompromising integrity. Before assuming such a responsibility, take time to Be alone and consider what the voice of your heart is telling you. Listen dispassionately to the pros and cons. Weigh it all in the balance. He keeps talking about balance. Ahorita estamos hablando about balance here in regards to your physical and spiritual experience. And above all, avoid being swayed by group enthusiasm. Yeah, because these people out here que andan en grupos, man, you can't let them kind of like knock you off your pivot, your vision, okay? Mucha gente no lo ve, mucha gente no lo entiende, mucha gente no lo va a entender. But if you are in a place where it's kind of like ya analizado bien las cosas of what you're meant to do and how you're being guided to move, go for it. Don't be swayed or knocked off your pivot by all these group gente que anda así como en grupos, okay? Que como que acá dice avoid being swayed by group enthusiasm. The voice of inner truth always speaks with clarity. If you find there's a yes or taking on the responsibility of a leadership role, then making a wholehearted commitment to the community is what life requires of you now. Dang. Okay, so some of you that are entering or considering a leadership role out there, this is stuff, todo lo que está saliendo ahorita in regards to being patient, taking time to, again, the healing, so you can actually show up as a leader in your community, for your community, es muy importante. Balancing all that out. The pros, the cons, the commitment that you are entering in regards to leading others, leading the collective, helping lead the collective. And remember lo que dijo la carta, everybody plays their part, right? Everybody has a part to play. Entonces es algo muy importante to remember. If you find there's a yes to taking on the responsibility of the leadership role, then making a wholehearted commitment to the community is what life requires of you now. It has the potential to deepen your self-awareness, your understanding, your compassion towards others. Yes, we definitely want leaders that are self-aware and compassionate to others. Oh my gosh, there's more. Wow, this is long. Let me see. I want to read all this. The changes. But becoming part of a community means there certainly will be confrontations that you as an individual will never face. But when you're willing to give your best for the good of all, the spirit of teamwork deepens. The potential for success in any collaboration will be measured by the degree to which each member is inspired and devoted in his or her contribution. Line 2. Oh, that was the bottom line. Line 2, competition, which comes about when an individual ego needs to assert itself in order to rise above others, undermines solidarity. If you're fearful of losing your identity in a group setting, you become defensive, argumentative, and petty as a cover for not joining in. Rather than worrying about being the exposure and vulnerability that might lie in uniting with others, take the risks of not being an outsider for a change. If you follow your own intuition and trust your value to the group, your integrity will not be compromised. If after Dios mío, todo lo que hay acá. But this it's breaking down Ay, se me olvidó cómo es que se llama esto, the Tao, the symbolism, the pictograms. So that's what the bottom line, like acá las figuritas, means, which I haven't gotten into or broken down formally. Um, so in regards to like the Tao and like the pictographs and how all of these symbols mean something. So this is kind of like what they're breaking down. Todo el color, qué significa las líneas, the attributes, the name. Tiene animal, elementals. Miren, it's like, ¿qué está leyendo ella? I'm still learning about this. Honestly, I've only used the deck like once or twice before this reading now, but it's a lot. Let me see. If after line 3, so line 3, we're looking at este lado acá. Line 3, it espérate, yo me acomodo el pelo acá porque if after a through self-examination you still feel discomfort at the prospect of becoming part of a group effort, chances are that you aren't in the right situation for you. Don't take this to mean that you have become hostile or antagonistic, or in any way get involved in trying to oppose the efforts of the group. Just remove yourself in a friendly way and save your commitment for something that is more in tune with your inner truth. Yeah, you don't have to force anything. If it's not for you, not for you. It's not for you. But that's why healing is important. Because if you're healed or you're working on your healing, you kind of have a better understanding of what is up in regards to what you want, the direction of you want your life to go in, what you want to manifest in your reality. And some things aren't for you, and that's okay. You don't have to like be a part of it. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Why would you want to stick around or be a part of something that como que no doesn't do anything for you, Now we're looking at line 4. There are pros and cons to any union. Participating in a group means some things must be given up. Yet, if in your belly the attraction is strong enough, such a sacrifice can be a small price to pay for enriching an experience of a fellowship. If the pull's not really strong, then it's best to go your own way. Be clear, though, that running away now could mean you're passing up on a great opportunity, so consider the whole picture before making a move. Consider the whole picture before making a move. All right, line 5. There's a subtle and deep nourishment that is made possible only through the challenge of union. Keep an open mind and be alert, because now is the time that you might stumble across your tribe, or they might find you. And what a joy it is to connect with your people. And I love that. When I first was introduced to the idea of like your soul tribe is out there, it's like, wow, soul tribe? What does that even mean? But it's kind of like aligning with people that, you share the same aspirations, same goals, como que quieren lo mismo, ven lo mismo, tienen un entendimiento of like what's going on, or, shared. I don't want to say a shared vision because everybody's, has a different vision and outlook on things, but like-minded people. Okay. Top line. You may have fallen prey to a doubting mind that would much rather sit on the fence of criticize or fantasy than participate. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, la gente sí que. Mejor no digo nada. Indecisiveness or wavering too long can put us in limbo, and it can become so habitual that any opportunity that comes along is missed. If you see that this is your situation, learn from it and make whatever changes are necessary so that you don't become a permanent outsider to the special joys that arise from joining together with others. Oh my gosh. That was a long read. But there's a lot of information. And one of the reasons I got this oracle deck was so I could learn a little bit more about like the pictographs and the symbols and what they mean and how to like read them. Me encantaría aprender un poquito más. Pero man, this is awesome. Okay. Increíble que salió los pescaditos al final. Hopefully you guys found something helpful here. Remember to be patient. The fact that we got 2 patient cards. Esta que salió sin querer queriendo, ya estaba ahí. Continue to work on your healing. This card wanted to show up again for whatever reason. Continue to work on your healing. Stay patient. Continue to work on yourself, on balancing. If you're looking into or beginning your spiritual journey, congrats. I'm so happy for you. There's a lot that you will learn along the way. We're all learning. We're constantly learning. Not, no todo mundo sabe todo. We're always learning. We're always learning from one another. Remember to have an open mind and being open to, other people in your community. And if you are seeking to take that leadership role, all the things that you have to consider in regards to that, letting go of the ego and that it's a you thing. Porque we have prime examples out there in the collective where you could kind of see the leadership is not, it's what it is, but why? I'm excited to see how the collective moves forward and what the heck is man, at the bottom of this card I just want to the bottom of the after shuffling this say revolution. So this one's talking about transformation, radical change, giving up the old to make way for the new, a quantum leap. So that could be significant for overall the collective. But yeah, for everybody out there taking that leadership role, just being mindful of all that. So hopefully you guys found messages here. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay, as always, you were like, oh, no, it's not for me. Okay, it's not for you. Okay, other people do listen, do watch, do find things here that are helpful for them. Other people don't. They don't care. But los pescaditos, I love it. I'm gonna do keeping it in theme with water, the water element. Los pescaditos que salieron. ¿Qué hice? I bought a watercoloring set. Which no lo he estrenado. I'm not big on watercolor. I never really was. I like more acrylics, oil painting, and pastels. Me gusta mucho. Color pen, like un montón de cosas, pero watercoloring, I maybe got into, like, did a few projects when I was in school with it. So, I don't know, probably compré el papel, compré la pintura. De pronto dibujo otro purple tang, but in a watercolor to kind of see how that feels, how that looks, the blending of it, like what that could look like. Um, no sé. So I'm excited to try that out. So I'm gonna give it a go. If you like watercolors, maybe that's something you could do. Get some watercolor paint, okay? Put on some good music, some I don't know, happy music. What is happy music? Is there any happy music out there? You know say. Put on some uplifting music or whatever and kind of just sit and paint. Maybe you can paint pescaditos también, un pescadito. Okay, and see how that feels for you. No sé. But alright guys. This was fun. Talk later. Bye. Ciao ciao.